Yo, welcome back to another video. 1 second, y'all. I like how I just reloaded and I didn't have to do anything. Okay, that's what's up. Um, so, the, I wish, YouTube worked the same as Twitch, where it's like, you don't have to, try to reload and have to find a video when you do a new live stream. It seems like you do. You better find that new video. Because you don't. I don't even know what that means. Okay, I think I gotta reload the screen for this one. I'm on Mozilla Firefox. Y'all ever use Mozilla Firefox? Probably not. Um, I like how it does the jaw off right there. Like, probably not. Um, if this thing don't work, bro, I swear if I go to the home screen. Okay, there it is. Sometimes it just takes a moment. I'm about to say, if it didn't work that time, who's gonna give up on it? Now I can set the ones up for my iPad and my other phones. But before that, let's get right into the video. We got Liv Morgan arrested, bro. I know y'all gonna want to talk about this. I couldn't just overlook this. I really don't like Liv Morgan
test drive. That's
at
45
all.
days to
Like,
put
I
these
talk
tires
about it
to
all
the
the
test.
time. How I don't like Liv Morgan.
Five-star
But hey,
phone service next to half
that's
price
crazy.
phone bill? It's possible with Telomobile
I guess
Supercharged
y'all
phone
can't be like,
plans.
oh, she
Go for
innocent,
unlimited
bro.
everything at just
No, she not.
$25 a month.
How is
An
this
insanely
innocent?
low
I'm gonna
price for the
reference this
same
all the
reliable
time when somebody says
5G and
something.
4G
I'm
LTE
like, Liv
network
Morgan
you're
is the
used
best
to.
person out
Change your
there.
plan whenever you
Like,
like.
didn't she get
Without
arrested?
contracts or fishy
Well,
fees.
I haven't
Only living
weed.
and breathing human support.
That girl was spending too
We
much
have
time
some
with
bad
Matt
news
Riddle.
for Liv Morgan. She has been arrested. According to PW Insider, WWE star Liv Morgan was arrested yesterday in Sumter County, Florida after a traffic stop. Morgan was arrested for the possession of marijuana, not more than 20 grams, and a possession of drugs, possibly synthetic cannabinoid. Morgan has already been bonded out, and I don't know why we're still arresting people for weed in 2023. That's kind of ridiculous at this point. It's literally legal in half the country. We haven't seen Liv Morgan in WWE in the last
Nah,
months
if y'all
due to
wanna
the
arrest
injury
people
that she
for
suffered.
driving drunk,
Now
y'all
she's
can,
got to
y'all
deal
can
with
arrest
this
them for
nonsense.
smoking weed.
Hopefully, this
Smoking
doesn't
weed
lead to
mean
a
you get high
suspension with WWE,
and you can't
or
control
even
yourself.
worse, a release. Nobody wants to see that happen. Like, really, nobody.
I feel like
All I
you're
gotta say is
ignorant. You
free
saying you
Liv
shouldn't be over
Morgan.
for smoking
We
weed,
have some more bad news
having
for the women's
cannabis and
division in
stuff.
WWE. The
Oh
company
yeah,
announced
she
that
gonna be out for
Charlotte
9
will be
months.
out for the next 9 months due to
It was
the knee
some.
injury she suffered last week, and that is just terrible. It seemed like WWE had huge WrestleMania plans for her, whether that was wrestling Bianca Belair or even Jade Cargill if she was going to make her debut. Unfortunately, those plans are going to have to be put
Nah,
on
I
hold
feel like Jade
and
Cargill
pushed back to
will make her debut at
2025.
Royal
I'm
Rumble.
guessing this is a torn ACL injury. Those usually take about that long. Bayley had the same injury a few years ago and she came back, so I have no doubt that Charlotte will also come back. However, she'll probably have to slow down a little bit in the ring, maybe cut back on those moonsaults because they do damage to the knees. Anyways,
Right.
I'm wishing her a
But she always,
speedy
I think
recovery,
she
and I hope
always
all you
lands
guys
on
are
her
too.
feet when she does the
Charlotte
moonsault.
Flair isn't the only one who's going to be out for some time. Kenny Omega is another wrestler who's
Why do
dealing
we
with
care
a
about
serious
Kenny
injury
Omega? Why do we
after
care
he
about
tweeted
Kenny
this, we
Omega?
found out. He said, I can't really sugarcoat this. I'm out indefinitely. I try to keep pushing to the ring. With that being said, let's now talk about last night's
Bro,
episode of
stop bringing in
SmackDown, because
AEW,
that was
bro.
one of the best episodes I've seen
God
in a
damn, I
really
can't
long
stand
time,
that.
and it showcased a lot of good wrestling. The show kicked off with the WWE Champion Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. Anytime the Tribal
I-
Chief is on SmackDown, you can pretty much expect to see him kick off the show. That's always how it goes. Even though it is annoying that he barely shows up, it was nice to see him back. He just has that star power when he's in the ring that is very, very hard to match. It is that aura. Anyways, the promo was basically about how Solo Sikoa is next.
I
in
feel
line
like
to
Roman
become
Reigns
the Tribal
always has
Chief.
that aura.
I'll continue to stand
Would
on
it
this
be
opinion.
the
I just
big
don't see him
dog?
as a superstar that WWE
Any,
sees him
just
as.
anything.
When I see Solo, I kind of just see a mid-carder. It could be the hair or even the presentation of his attire. There's just something off about him. Right now, he just does not feel like a star. Anyways, I will say it was funny to
He
see
does.
Jimmy Uso think
He
that was
just
gonna be the
needs a
next Tribal Chief,
championship.
only for
Once he gets a
Solo's name to come
championship,
out of
he's
Roman's
him.
mouth. Randy Orton interrupted this promo and let Roman Reigns know that he's coming to destroy the Bloodline. He then challenged him to a WWE Championship match for the Royal Rumble, but Reigns, he declined. After nearly hitting an RKO, Randy told him he should start thinking about Orton more because he can hit that RKO out of nowhere and he's coming for the bloodline. This was a strong segment. Randy Orton has been on a tear. He's been doing really well in this babyface role ever since coming back. He's a true star, and I'm glad to see him in the main event scene. Because if you remember correctly, before his injury, this man was in the tag team division for some reason, but this is where he belongs, at the top of the...
For some reason.
Women everywhere choosing
That's
Abby
wild.
X, the new tummy tuck
I
alternative.
didn't even know he's gonna be out that long. I thought he was gonna be out.
After this
For
segment,
a
we had a
couple
match
weeks, then he
between
won't
Grayson
turn to
Waller
main
and
event
Carmelo Hayes in the U.S. Championship Tournament. This was Carmelo's
Oh.
SmackDown debut, and I believe
Wearing
he
the
made a
spider
great
tie.
impression. Grayson Waller and Carmelo Hayes have really good chemistry in that ring, so this one
I mean, they
was
faced
really
off
good. I
before.
enjoyed it a lot. The fans were into it, and when Carmelo won the match, they were happy for him. I could see Carmelo becoming a big-time player for WWE, especially after this performance, and I wouldn't mind him winning the entire tournament and featuring him in that match with Logan Paul. It would get a ton of eyes onto the young rookie, and he can even lose the match without it hurting his momentum, because honestly, just getting to that match would be impressive. I don't see WWE doing
Yeah,
that, though. I
Ricochet
feel like
and
they're
Logan
going
Paul
down the
was a good
route of
match.
building up Kevin Owens.
Why can't
and
Carmelo
Logan
Hayes
Paul
and Logan
US
Paul be a good
Championship
match as well?
And I'm also fine with that because Kevin Owens and Logan Paul will probably have a great feud.
I don't
Speaking
wanna
of
see
Kevin
that
Owens,
shit.
he was in the next match settling some beef with Austin Theory. This was the match of the night for me. These two pulled out every single move from their arsenal. They had about 15 or 20 minutes and they didn't waste a single second. The only thing I didn't like about this was the finish. Kevin Owens used his cast on his broken wrist or whatever to whack Austin Theory in the face, and that helped him get the victory. I just don't understand the concept.
That
of using
Draymond
a
Green
broken
reference
hand.
was
It doesn't
dope.
make any sense.
Like
It's
4
broken.
grades.
Don't use it. It's gonna hurt even more. Cody Rhodes did the same thing with Brock Lesnar, back in whenever one of their matches, and it really annoyed me.
The la-
At least
I think
Kevin
it was
Owens
the second
trying
or
to
the
sell,
last
so I
match.
respect him for that. Meanwhile, Cody
No, it was probably the
Rhodes
second
was
match.
abusing his broken arm, and Kevin wasn't. So, anyways, Kevin got the win and was even confronted by Carmelo Hayes backstage. I like how they're making sure Hayes doesn't feel like a rookie. He went up to Kevin Owens, and it didn't seem like he was afraid of him at all or any of these other main roster dudes, and I like that. We then had a tag team match between the Kabuki Warriors against Selena Vega and Mia
I mean,
Yim. I'm not gonna lie.
Why should he be afraid of Kevin Owens?
I really didn't care.
Carmelo,
The Kabuki Warriors did pick up the win, but that's
Hayes
all I
beat,
saw.
Braun Breaker.
There's something about the SmackDown Women's Division. I think it's boring.
He
I
beat,
think there needs to be a real
beat a
shakeup.
couple guys.
I guess Bayley needs to turn babyface sooner than later, and have that feud with Io Sky. Until then, we're gonna see the same thing every single week with these women working together, cheating, and getting the win. And I'm kind of bored of that. Anyways, finally we had the main event of the night. It was Randy Orton versus Jimmy Uso. This
Ain't
was a
glad I stopped
strong main
watching
event.
early.
And Randy Orton, let me just say, is so good at selling.
I think
so
I
fun to
was
watch him
done
perform.
watching, but
The
then
match was good. It
I
wasn't as
came
great
back
as
to
the other
see
two
that
matches, but
AJ
it was
Styles
still
technique.
really good nonetheless.
'Cause I heard,
Randy
he had
Orton
returned.
sold his knee for the most part of the match, which added a nice element to it. As he was about to win, Solo was coming out to try to help his brother, but that's when LA Knight came out to make the save and beat up on Solo. Randy then hit the RKO, won the match, and then Roman came out of nowhere and he attacked Randy Orton. After a brawl from some time between, all these different guys, the Bloodline had the numbers game until AJ Styles finally made his return. And you just saw AJ, Orton, and Knight, and they sent the Bloodline running, and I like the ending. That was until AJ Styles then turned on LA Knight. I'm not sure why this happened or what WWE has in store for AJ's future, but one thing I do know is that AJ Styles was looking jacked. I love how AJ and Randy Orton came back looking insanely huge after their injuries. It's wild to see. I like this ending, and it really emphasizes the star power that
AJ Styles didn't get
WWE does
injured?
have. Roman Reigns,
What
LA
you talking
Knight,
about?
Randy Orton, and
He was
AJ
just off
Styles
TV.
felt like such big superstars, and that is how you close a show, with your big superstars. And I am excited to see where this AJ story leads. I think he's better as a heel anyway, so you know what? Maybe this is a great decision by Triple H. I feel like he's going to be an anti-hero like, tweener. We'll see, though. But yeah, that was
Yeah, I want
SmackDown.
him
It
full
was
heel.
really good. A great episode. We need more of these from Triple H, and that is it.
Cause this is the house that AJ Styles built. Stop it. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see you on the next one.